Cita-cita menuju Indonesia Emas 2045 menuntut sumber daya manusia yang berkualitas, dan salah satu indikator sumber daya manusia yang berkualitas ialah manusia yang sehat secara jasmani maupun secara rohani. Lantas bagaimana industri asuransi di Indonesia merealisasikan cita-cita ini menuju Indonesia Emas 2045? Sudah bergabung bersama kami di Kompas Bisnis Presiden Direktur PT AIA Financial, Bapak Sainthan Satyamoorthy. How are you, Pak Sainthan?
I'm great. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. Okay, Pak Sainthan, given the post-pandemic situation, there is an increased awareness on health, especially at the individual and also in business levels. As one of the insurance companies in Indonesia, what are your thoughts on this?
I think if you look back at what we went through, it's amazing to think that it was only a few years ago that we were going through the pandemic. People saw the real effect of not being healthy, what health actually meant, and the impacts if you're not taking care of your health when people were struck with COVID-19. So I think that created a huge awareness of everyone, and you could see people out exercising, people out trying to live healthier lives and make a change. That's fantastic. As we've come out of the pandemic, I think we also need to look at what are the real underlying risk factors to health. As a life insurance company, of course, it's our business to look at these risks and understand these risks. If you look at WHO statistics, 71% of premature deaths around the world are because of diabetes, cancer, heart disease, respiratory disease, mental illness. So it is really non-communicable diseases that are now, as we come out of the pandemic and before the pandemic, that is driving health issues and unfortunately also mortality issues globally. And these are the outcome of really lifestyle that we live now. Whether we exercise or not, whether we eat healthily or not, whether you smoke or not, excessive alcohol, and now even environmental factors all have an impact in that. So as a life insurance company, of course, it benefits us if our customers are more healthy. Healthier customers don't claim as much or claim much later through the policy, which is good for us financially. So there's clearly a benefit for us engaging our customers to do that. But to do that, we have to find a way to encourage them to do it. Because we all know changing behavior is not so easy. We all make New Year's resolutions. We'll go to the gym, we pay the money to join the gym, and then nobody turns up after the first week. Because change is difficult, especially lifestyle change, behavior change. So what we have done is worked on science and behavioral economics to see how we create a shared value with our customers to encourage them to live more healthy lives. In return, of course, we benefit financially, and that extra benefit we have financially, we use to reward the customers and continue to encourage them. So with our AIA Vitality program, customers get benefits for just doing medical tests, taking small steps to make changes, regular changes and consistent changes to their behavior to improve their health. They get lifestyle rewards, they get vouchers to shop, they get discounts off buying gadgets to track their steps and track their physical activity, and cashbacks off the insurance policies. So it's really what's good for the customer is good for us and vice versa. So it really creates the shared value. And we're seeing in Indonesia itself real benefit of this. Our customers who are engaged on AIA Vitality over this last few years since we launched the program, over 60% have seen a reduction in their blood pressure, 33% have seen a reduction in their cholesterol. I think about 14% have seen a reduction in their BMI. We all, if you ask any doctor who says your blood pressure is better, your cholesterol is more controlled, your BMI reduced, they'll tell you you're healthier and you're much more likely to live longer. Why is this important? Of course, for us as a business, it's important. But if you look at society as a whole, Indonesia has a huge benefit of the population here, the young population. We need them healthy because we need them productive. That is the way Indonesia gets to Indonesia Emas. We need a population that is healthy and productive to help the country continue to grow.
Okay. Considering the growing significance of sustainability in the business landscape, especially on environmental topic, could you please elaborate why AIA as a life insurance company choose to contribute towards sustainability?
Well, I think the question of sustainability, you probably start by, we look at ourselves. I'm a parent. I've got 2 young children. We hope our children will inherit a world that is still good for them, that they can enjoy like we enjoyed as we grow up. So there's, I think, for every single one of us, a personal reason to care about this. If you then look for us as a life insurance company, as a business, or the insurance industry as a whole, environmental factors are impacting the mortality rate and the sickness rate around the world. Air pollution is one of the biggest factors that is actually leading to greater mortality rates around the world because of respiratory illnesses and complications related to that. So ultimately, the environmental factors are not just important for us in society, but they actually have a direct impact to us in the life insurance industry as well. That's why it's so important. So AIA as a group, we've committed to the Science-Based Targets Initiative and to net zero by 2050. That's already underway, both at the group level, across the whole of Asia where we operate, and as well as in Indonesia. We've taken some major steps, including exiting coal and coal generation investments in our direct shareholder investments across the entire group, which is a very significant step given the amount of assets that we hold as a life insurance company. In Indonesia, we have a program called AIA Sehat untuk Negeri, where we look across multiple pillars, from the environment to sustainability, to supporting sustainability in society, supporting sustainability in our own business, in our operations, to paperless operations, to even now, if customers buy policies, we plant a tree for them. Just as a little bit of a reminder that we all need to play our part to take care of the environment. So this is really key to sustaining us, not just as society, but sustaining us as a business as well.
Pak Sainthan, in order to achieve Indonesia Emas 2045 set by the government, how does AIA intend to foster collaboration with maybe multiple stakeholders in Indonesia?
I think it's a very good point, because the government cannot achieve this on its own. We all have a part to play. If you look at us as an insurance company, we of course focus on health and wellness, which will help make sure we have a more active, healthier, more productive society, which of course can contribute to economic growth. Also, as a company, we're investing in recruiting more people, creating more jobs. Just this year, we've recruited thousands of life planners and bank insurance consultants, whose role is then to give the right kind of financial advice and help people with their financial literacy. Because as Indonesia gets more wealthy, people will have more assets, more money that they need to protect, more needs that they will need protection for. But there's still a gap in literacy. So we have a role to play in providing employment and making sure those people are professional, those people can be trusted by society and give the right advice to help millions of families in Indonesia get the right solutions that they need. And of course, as we grow our business, life insurance companies are significant investors in the capital markets. Whatever money comes into us in premiums actually usually gets reinvested into government bonds or corporate bonds, which then supports the government's growth initiatives, supports business with capital for them to invest more and continue to grow the economy in Indonesia. So it's really an ecosystem where we work together. All of us have our different parts to play. And I think if you look at the forum we're in and all the CEOs here, I think we're all very excited to support this initiative and help Indonesia achieve what it should do in 2045.
So we're moving towards the Indonesia Emas 2045 by helping millions of Indonesian families live a healthier, longer and better lives. Thank you so much for your time, Pak Sainthan. Such a pleasure to have you here.